I've been so excited to talk about this because I love the garlic and herb that is on this. This is a boneless ribeye. You get your choice of 6 pieces or 12, 9.5 ounces. So we're talking about a big piece of steak here. $99.98 if you want the 6 pieces, and available on 5 easy payments of $20. If you want the 12-piece, though, that 12-piece, we did not double the price. In fact, it's $169.98. 5 easy payments of just $34 to be able to bring in twice as much. Ralph Pallarino is hanging out with us for this entire hour. Ralph, when it comes to the ribeye, let's first talk why we want a boneless ribeye, and then let's talk about that garlic and herb that we paired with this as well.
Okay, so a ribeye comes from the prime rib. So it gets the marbling, the flavor, the juiciness of that prime rib, but we make it into steak so that you can have that surface area on the top and the bottom. Now, what's special about this particular 9-ounce ribeye is that it's already marinated. I'm cutting right into that decal.
Oh,
look
my
at that.
gosh.
Now, I go a little rare on this one because this is a ribeye. People like the ribeyes more on the rare side, but I also will have some medium. But just look at this, literally falls apart in your mouth just like a good prime rib will. And again, at 9 ounces, and they're marinated, Justin. So the marinade, as you defrost these, the marinade penetrates into the body of the steak. So right here, when you have that first bite, you're getting a little bit of garlic, a little bit of herb, all in that same juicy bite without having to do anything to it. And then, of course, what we love about ours, and I think are unique, is we have a good balance of fat and flavor. So you see a little bit of fat running through there.
Yep.
That fat is feeding that ribeye. It's giving it its juiciness, and it's giving it that rich flavor.
Well, I was
so
just
you
gonna
want to
say,
have a balance in your ribeye. Some ribeyes, they're just too fatty, Justin. But look at that. Look at the shine on that.
But the fat's
That's all
important.
marbling, melting.
When you're cooking it, the fat is almost like the it adds a little bit of that flavor to it, right? It helps to be that buffer in between the meat that's almost cooking on the inside, like from the inside out. So you do want the fat, you just don't want it to be overwhelming, and you've made sure that it isn't. So that's the advantage to picking up here from Kansas City Steak. It's the reason why steakhouses all across the country do so. Now take a look at how this comes to us packaged. Oh, you want actually first, let me give you an update. If you want the 6 count, we have 255 that remain there. If you want the 12 count, there's 40 that remain in the 12 count. Keep in mind, there is no auto delivery on this. So if you see it and you want it, especially the 12 count, if you love this and you want to stock up, go with that 12 count. Maybe pick up more than one option. We didn't double the price. In fact, you're saving $30 almost when you'd go with that 12 count. $169.98, 5 easy payments of just $34 to bring home 12 pieces. Can you show us how it's packaged, though, when we get it at home? Because you've done everything for us.
So look at here, if you want to get a close-up of that, okay? So you see the marinade, right? The marinade is literally pressed into that steak. So as you're defrosting it, it gets even more richer in flavor. You want to let this defrost for maybe 4 or 5 days in the refrigerator? Pow, what a flavor, right? Now you see the packaging, it's our new packaging. Before you had to cut around it, now you just kind of pick it up and just peel it back, and there you go. But you see all the marbling, you see all the fat. It's a great balance. And again, this is ribeye. This is cut from the prime rib. And let's just show you how juicy this is. Oh boy. Let me get a good one here for you. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we see this one. Just look at the size, okay? I can't even fit it in my angle. And again, it just cuts just like butter, and you see it.
Wow.
Just like, I mean, you see that? I'm basically telling, like, I'll be honest with you, you should let these sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes with some tinfoil. I took these right out of the oven. So yes, there's lots of juice running out. Not good. I'm not being a good chef, but I am telling you that it is juicy. But you definitely want to let these sit because you want those juices in your mouth, Justin, not on your counter or your plate.
Well, Ralph, when we're talking about the ways of cooking this, you just mentioned you threw this in the oven. Can we put this in the air fryer? I mean, it's big, so I feel like it would fit in most air fryers.
Okay, so when I say I put it in the oven, I did a step before that. Now, here is, especially if you have people coming over, this is huge. You want to get a hot pan or a grill, whatever is easier for you, and sear them on both sides. Get a good sear, good color on both sides.
Okay.
Put them aside. About 10 or 15 minutes before your people arrive, put them in the oven at like 350. Now you're going to basically finish cooking them, but now you're not fussing with the grill and this and that when you're trying to just hang out with your people, right? That's the difference. So that's a little chef tip. In your air fryer, you asked me. Yes, you add like a Ninja, like a really high-end air fryer, absolutely. Now keep in mind, these are on the fatty side because they're a ribeye. They're juicy. So they're definitely going to kind of put some juice in your ribeye, in your air fryer. Let's put it that way.
Well, if you're somebody that loves a juicy steak, look no further than what's in front of you. We do give you that garlic and herb seasoning to this. It's going to be the marinade that it's in. You take a look at this. I mean, the flavor profile of it is amazing. If you want it to have that crisp on the outside, you're looking right here at it. $99.98 if you want the 6-piece. That's also available for 5 easy payments of $20. Now, if you want to double that, the price doesn't double. In fact, it just adds an additional $69 to it. $169.98 or 5 easy payments of just $34 will bring home the 12-piece, which is a little bit over 7 pounds of these ribeyes. They are boneless ribeyes, also available on that auto delivery every 90 days for the next year. If you want to lock into that, you can. Speak to your order operator, 1-800-500-7590. These are all coming to you individually vacuum sealed. So if maybe it's just you at home and you want to pull this out one at a time, it's perfect to do that with. But as I'm looking at this, what else can we use it for? Besides the obvious of, steak and potatoes, what can we throw this in? Can we put it into a salad? Or, what are you making right there? Is that like a burger almost?
I'm making you a ribeye sandwich. So I took literally maybe 25% of that 9.5 ounce ribeye. I sliced it, and then I put a little blue cheese on top of there, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then I, of course, finish it with a little bit of balsamic, just like that.
Oh,
now,
my gosh.
You want to talk about a gourmet sandwich. There you go.
Okay.
And of course, we have to cut it in half because we love the reveal. Look at that.
What would you pay for that at any steakhouse, right? Like, first of all, I don't even think you're going to have that on the menu at a steakhouse. Like, that is so unique and different. You would probably be going to like some barbecue joint for that. That is amazing. And you can cook it all in the comfort of your home. That you used, would you say, about a quarter of the steak?
A quart, yeah. That's it. I mean, 9.5 ounces, like you said, before you were asking me what's great about the boneless. Well, think about it. Like, anytime you buy a bone-in steak, and I know people would say, well, the bone gives it flavor. I don't know how accurate that is, but think about it. If you want a 9.5 ounce ribeye, you're getting a 9.5 ounce ribeye. A bone-in 9.5 ounce ribeye is probably more like a 6.5 to 7 ounce ribeye. So you know what you're getting, Justin. That's why.
Huge. Yeah, and look, at this price point, $99.98 for 6 of them. If you want 12 of them, it's $169.98. The difference on an Easy Pay is $14. Let's talk about that 6 option. If you want the 6 option, there are less than 200 that now remain, and then it is gone. If you want the 12 count, though, there's now 20. 20, less than 2 dozen. 20 remain in that 12 count if you want to bring that home. 5 easy payments of just $34 there for that. Auto delivery is available every 90 days for the next year if you want to lock into it. So many different ways for you to be able to use this, so many ways for you to be able to cook this as well. But for anyone that's just tuning in, Ralph, can we start from the beginning? What is the ribeye? It's boneless. How does it come packaged? Our last 30 seconds here. What can you tell us about it for anyone that just tuned in?
You got it. 9.5 ounce boneless ribeye marinated with garlic and herbs. It's already vacuum packed, so it's marinating as I'm holding it, okay? 9.5 ounces. So you get this, you take it out of the refrigerator, you let it sit, bring it to room temperature, and now you go on your flat time, your cast iron, whatever you have, you could finish it off in the oven, and what you're getting is a balance between fat and flavor. And I just happen to have one couple slices for you there. But look at there, okay? There is your perfect medium rare, boneless 9.5 marinated ribeye. Look at that. And by the way, this could be one of the best gifts ever that you could give someone who likes steak.
You are not kidding at all. Perfect gift to be able to give this year. $99.98 for that 200 If you want it in the 12 though, $169.98. We are unbelievably limited. There's a dozen that remain there. We're in our last call for that. So if you want that, just the next dozen people are going to bring that at home. $34 a month for that 12 pack, $20 a month for the 6. Still to come, I actually got this